let's just see the question number 4, which says that the 100 surnames were randomly picked up from a local telephone directory, and the frequency distribution of the number of the letters in the English alphabet in the surnames was found as follows. So the number of the letters that are you can see 1 to 4, 4 to 6, 6 to 8, 8 to 12, 12 to 20 do have the number of the surnames as we have 6, 30, 44, 16 and 4. So the question arises over here. The question arises over here is draw a histogram to depict the information, and the second is write the class interval in which the maximum number of the surnames lie. So you can see over here for the second question we can answer. It says the class interval in which the maximum number of the surnames lie. So the maximum number of the surnames are actually lying in the class intervals, that is nothing but 6 to 8, which is nothing but 44. But here you can see one thing. We can see over here that their class sizes are actually not equal to each other, because you can see we have 1 to 4, then we have 4 to 6, then we have 6 to 8. It means that we just have to transform this thing, because we know that as per the condition, the area of the rectangle should comes out to be proportionate to that of the corresponding frequencies. So for this case, that would definitely don't exist, and moreover we can see that the width of the rectangular bar should comes out to be different from each other. So for this case, first of all, we are saying that since the width of the class intervals are varying, and we know that the area of the rectangle should always be proportional to the frequencies in the histogram, thus the proportion of the number of the surnames per 2 letter intervals can be calculated. Why we are taking 2 letters interval? Because we know that we always have to look out for the smaller class size. So the smaller class size was nothing but 2. So we are just taking this as nothing but 2. So let us suppose if I'm just forming up a table, we know that the number of the letters are this, number of the surnames are given, the width are also given. So let's just find out the length of the rectangle, which should be proportionate. Now this is nothing but a division of 6 by 3, means the number of the surname divided by the width into 2, because we have taken the 2 letters interval over here. So this is nothing but 4. Again 30 by 2 into 2, that is 30, and 40 by 2 into 2, which is 44. 16 by 4 into 2 is 8, and 4 by 8 into 2 is 1. Now the length of the rectangles are modified, and they are nothing but 4, 30, 44, 8 and 1. So now we just have to take the number of the surnames as this. Now let's just see how we can plot the histogram. Let's just see how we can plot the histogram. And for the second question, we also have to see that which class interval do have the maximum frequency. So let's just move on further. So this is nothing but the number of the letters that I'm taking on the x-axis, and the adjusted number of the surnames that I am taking on the y-axis. Now you can see for the very first, we have the class interval that is starting from 1 to 4. So from 1 to 4 we are getting 4. The new adjusted, the length was nothing but 4. So from 1 to 4 we have this particular bar, which is nothing but 4. From 4 to 6 we have 30. From 6 to 8 we have 44. From 8 to 12 we have this 8, and from further 12 to 20 we have this 1. So this is nothing but the histogram which is related with this question. And the second question was which do have the maximum frequency. Now you can see over here, if I'm just talking about the second answer, so the class interval that we have, which is nothing from 6 to 8, do definitely have the maximum frequency. So the class interval is nothing but from 6 to 8 definitely have the greatest frequency.